Hey everybody, this is Tom, and we're back again with it's going to be a lengthy video. So if you want to pause the video for a moment and go grab yourself something to drink or a snack or something. Those of you who hate long videos, this is, I guess, time for you to tune out. What we're going to do this evening is I'm finally having a contest. I'm also going to show the books that I've picked up since my last video. But I finally hit 600 subscribers. I'm actually over 600 now. I think I'm like 607. So I want to thank everybody so much for subscribing and watching my videos, and those of you who make comments and the friends that I've made through YouTube. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to have a contest. I know there's a couple other ones going on right now, so I'm going to try to make this an easy one so we can get as many people as possible to enter. There'll be two ways to enter. The first way is put your response to the questions I'm going to ask in the comments section on this video here. Second way would be to do a video response. If you do a video response, I'm going to put your name in the hat twice. So you get two chances to win if you do a video response. If you do just the comments, that's great, and then we can you'll get entered as well, and hopefully I'll get more entries with just the comments. But I'd like to see some videos as well, since this is YouTube after all. So the contest is going to be pretty easy. Just like this video if you like the video. If you don't like the video, then you can't enter, I guess. But then the questions are easy. Number one, do you like long videos or short videos? I thought of this question because there's been some back and forth stuff on YouTube recently about different things, and one of them was long videos versus short videos. It wasn't heated discussion, but it was food for thought. I personally do enjoy a longer video to watch. It's just, I watch more YouTube than I do television, and I'm watching content on YouTube that I enjoy, be it comic videos or, when I was back into doing the action figure thing, I used to watch a lot of action figure videos and haul videos and ACBA videos, and, Boog Nice 10 used to do 30-minute videos with, how to take pictures, and he used to do these great displays, and the videos would go on for 30-40 minutes at a clip, and I used to love that. So for me, if I was entering this contest, I would say the longer videos the better. Question number two, how many long boxes do you have? And if you have no long boxes, then tell me how many short boxes you have. If you're doing a video clip, show me your long boxes. That would be pretty cool. I think a lot of us would like to see that. Some of my friends on YouTube got a crazy number of long boxes, Comic Hoarder and Vin Crew, and so I'd like to know that. And then the third question, if you had to choose only one to collect, would it be back issues or would it be current issues? I recently had to make that determination just because I couldn't budget myself for both. The amount of money that I would spend on new books if I went to the flea market and bought back issues, I would get 4 or 5 times the amount of books. And so I made the decision to cut out new books for the most part. So that's it. Just 4 simple things. Like the video. Do you like long videos versus short videos? How many long boxes or short boxes do you have? And if you had to choose one, back issues or current issues. And the contest is going to run till September 27th, so folks have a lot of time to do it. I'm going to hopefully announce the winners on Monday, September the 28th. And I'm going to show everybody now the books that you're going to win for entering the contest. And again, if you do a video response, you'll get 2 entries. Prize number 1 is a box set of Arrow Season 2. If the winner already has this, I will draw an alternate winner for this. So if you win the contest and you already have this, then somebody else will get a chance to win this. But if you don't have it, this is this is being included, a sealed DVD box set for Arrow Season 2. Next, we're going to have some Michael Turner great artwork. Fathom number 4. Darkhawk number 1. Marvel Milestone, Fantastic Four number 1. Howard the Duck number 13, first appearance of Kiss. Amazing Spider-Man 283. Batman Superman number 13, this iconic Michael Turner cover. I actually have my copy in a frame. So somebody's going to get a chance to win that. King Conan number 1. New Guardians number 2. This book was hot for a minute. I've got a couple of copies of it now. I think I even won one in a contest. Detective Comics number 27. A special edition. Red Sonja number 1 from her first series. It's a reader copy. Make no mistake about it. It's a reader copy. It's got creases, but you know, if you've always been into Red Sonja and you haven't read this, then you have that one. Moon Knight number 59, plat cover. Free Comic Books Day, Guardians of the Galaxy. Red Sonja Black Tower number 1. Omega Men number 1. Omega Men number 2. Justice League number 34. Early Adam Hughes work. Magneto Zero. The Batman Adventures 1. This is the series that Harley Quinn was launched in. Bloodshot number 1. Action Comics number 595. First appearance of Silver Banshee. Rust number 1. With the ad that predates Spawn number 1. So it's an early Spawn appearance, if you're a Spawn completist. G.I. Joe number 2, J. Scott Campbell cover. Some Bronze Age Defenders goodness. We got number 30, 31, 33, and 39. Rocket Raccoon from Free Comic Book Day. Destroyer Duck number 1. It's also the first appearance of Gru the Wanderer. Fantastic Four 642. This book was really hot a few months ago. Gen 13 number 4. Some early J. Scott Campbell work. And the last book is a reader copy of The Man Called Nova number 1. This was one of the copies that I said I had. That's a little ratty. But when I got it, I was glad to get it because I didn't have it. And, you know, maybe somebody else will be glad to get this as well. The first appearance of Richard Rider, Nova. Reader copy. So that's it. Whoops. So those are all the books for the contest. I hope we get a lot of entries. I'll also throw a couple other little knickknacks in there. And again, the contest will run till September 27th, and the winners will be announced Monday the 28th. So now we're going to show the books that I picked up the past 2 weeks or so. Move that out of the way. I love that piece, by the way. All of a sudden, I've been into Betty Page stuff. I can't find enough of it. Can't find any of it, actually. First thing I'm going to show is this pretty cool 7-Eleven Doctor Strange cup that I found. Same guy that I bought the Spider-Man cup a couple of weeks ago. He had this one for $1. So I grabbed that. It's Doctor Strange and the dreaded Dormammu. So that was cool. We'll start with the books that are on your right. Some quarter bins. So what we're going to see here are some quarter books, some priced books, some Silver Age, some Bronze Age, some modern stuff, a little bit of everything. Some titles that I've always wanted to check out, and was able to find them on the cheap, so I can finally get to read these. Heroes for Hire. I got a nice little run of this in the quarter bin at the local flea market that I go to. So we got issue number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, nice Misty Night cover, number 5, and I'll try to go through these really fast because not a lot of people want to sit there and look at filler books. Number 6, and number 7, and number 8. So I got all 8 of those for a quarter a piece. I thought that was a great deal. Nice little starter set. Got first 4 issues of Marvel Knights Spider-Man. Mark Millar and Terry and Rachel Dotson. I love Terry Dotson. I think he's a very underrated artist. We got number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Found this in the quarter bins. It's in nice shape, so I grabbed it. I don't normally buy Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. I just try to concentrate on the main title, but I do have a couple issues. Plus it had Daredevil in the issue, so that was a quarter. Number 26. Finally found some Red Sonja at the flea market. Queen Sonja, number 54. So many Red Sonja books that I need. This is actually number 34. Michael Turner, Witchblade. This is a title that I always wanted to try for obvious reasons. The amazing cover artwork, but I didn't want to spend cover price on these, and he had a little run of these. So Deja Thoris from Warlord of Mars. We got number 15, number 16, and I don't know about you guys, but I liked that John Carter of Mars a couple of times after watching it the first time. I watched it a couple more times, and it's one of those movies that kind of grow on you. So number 16, and the woman that played her role in the movies, I found her very attractive as well. Number 17, 18, number 19. I don't know how many issues are in this series. 21. This is a gorgeous cover. Number 22. Her eyes are just something. And number 23. And 24. That's a nice little starter run for that series. And all for a quarter a piece, so can't beat it. This is a book that I found in a dollar bin. Bloodshot number 7. First appearance of Ninjak. This is a book that I got for $2, and it's Power Man and Iron Fist number 66. I needed it for my run, and it was hard for me to come by, and the reason for that is it is, believe it or not, the second appearance of Sabretooth. He appears in this issue, which I find it weird that his first and second appearances are non-X-Men related books, but he's in here. This is a book, Silver Age book that I grabbed for $2. Lois, Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 104. Some more quarter finds. Bone number 50. Slowly but surely putting some Bone issues together. I was glad to find this little Wonder Woman prestige format book. This was in the quarter bin. When this came out, this was a $6 book. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Some more Michael Turner. Great artwork. Submariner, number 1 of 6. These are some books that I bought strictly because of the cover. A few videos back, I had a book that was done by this this group of artists, Fastener and Larson, that Beauties and Beasts book. They did the cover art to this, Time Killers. So I grabbed this one. That was issue number 2 and number 3. They did not have issue number 1. The interior art is not even close as to the cover art, which always is the case with a lot of these independent things that I pick up. Brave and the Bold, number 140. Nice Batman Wonder Woman team up. Doing too much talking and mouth is not making any sense. This book was hot for a little while. Saw it in a lot of people's videos. I came across it in the quarter bin. Tales of the New Teen Titans, Cyborg. I had never seen this before. This Millennium Edition, Military Comics. I believe it's. I guess it's. I haven't read it yet, but I would imagine it's the first appearance of Black Hawk. And then another Millennium that I've never seen before. More Fun Comics, early Green Arrow and Speedy appearance. If not their first appearance. I haven't read that one yet either. I was glad to find this. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 12. And it's not in mint at all. The camera hides a lot, but there's some dings on each corner. It's definitely not something you're going to send to get graded anytime soon, but I'm glad to have it nonetheless. She-Hulk Ceremony, Part 2 and Part 1. I remember when these came out, I remember seeing the advertisements for those. These were $4 cover prices that I got in the quarter bin. The next group of books are some books that I got from Scott X 1307. He and I are always swapping books back and forth, you know, looking for books for each other at our flea markets that we go to. And he found some Power Man and Iron Fist for me and some other stuff. So Power Man and Iron Fist number 90. Number 105. He got me 2 copies of that. I'm not even sure if he knew it. Number 99. And number 69. And then he sent me this. I'm pretty sure he's a big fan of Thor and Kirby artwork, and he had an extra copy of this and sent that to me. And Green Lantern number 161. This was a book I was glad that he sent me. I've been looking for this for a while, just trying to get my hands on this. It's one of those books that I've seen on YouTube a lot, and I put it on my list of things I want to find, and it's the first appearance of Felicity Smoke. I really like her character on Arrow, so I was glad to get that. And he knows I'm an Adam Hughes fan, and he sent me this Wonder Woman as well. Thank you very much, Scott. I hope you like the stuff that I had sent to you as well. So here's a book that I picked up at my local shop last week. I would have been more comfortable paying $10, but still $15 is a good price for this book. I have it already. My copy, though, has an imprint of the back cover of another Marvel Spotlight on Moon Knight. So there's some covered issues on the other one, so this is an upgrade for me. If anybody's interested in my double of this, let me know. Shoot me a message. We can work out a trade for that. It still presents really nice, my other copy, but this one's an upgrade for me. And that one was only $15. When I was there, I grabbed a current issue, JLA, the bombshell cover for Wonder Woman. I really love this cover. Next group of books I also found in the quarter bin, and I bought strictly for the covers, and most of the time when I do that I'm greatly disappointed by the interior and content of the book. But these next couple of books here, they're really good. It's called AXA. I think this is a British comic that they published, republished in America. The artwork in this is really good. The story's not too bad either, actually. I'm enjoying reading this. I was really amazed by the artwork. It reminds me of the 70s Marvel mags that I've just gotten into recently. So we got issue 1, issue 2, and issue 9. So paid 75 cents for these. So I'm glad to grab those. I've never seen them anywhere before. This is a book because I thought it had like a golden age look to it, to me, so I figured I'd grab it and see what it was about. And it turns out that it's a Frank Frazetta interior, Johnny Comet by Frank Frazetta, with Frank Frazetta artwork, obviously. And the artwork in this is really top notch as well. And for a quarter, I was really glad to grab this. So the first story was done by Frazetta. Actually, in some other of the stories, I haven't read it all the way through yet. I just kind of thumbed through it. But I'm glad to grab this for a quarter. Grab this, Spider-Man and Gen 13. I wish this was a J. Scott Campbell cover. Grab this because I'm a Micronauts fan. Marvel Age number 7. These were all quarter apiece. Marvel Feature number 5 with Red Sonja. And then my shop had a run of these in their quarter bin. Spider-Man Chapter 1, number 1. Number 2. There was 2 different covers for number 2. Don't know why. Number 3. Number 6. Number 7. Number 10. Number 12 is the last issue. So there's only 12 issues in the run, so I'm going to try to complete that. An issue of Red Sonja that I needed. I picked this up, Conan and Red Sonja. I wanted to get the Alex Ross cover, but Fool Killer grabbed it for me today, actually, so thank you, Steve. This is a book I got on eBay, and I think I overpaid for it. I think I just got caught up in the moment. I was texting back and forth with a couple of buddies of mine about books that we got by Michael Turner and stuff that they had found, and I was Googling some of his images, and I found this, and then I went on eBay to look for it, and I wound up paying $8 for this with shipping. I'm sure I would have been, if I was a bit more patient, I would have found it more cheaper. If I would have found it cheaper, you know, at the flea market or my local shop or something. Dark Horse Presents number 100. I bought this because when my son was small, he used to watch, I don't know if anybody else remembers the cartoon, I think it was on Fox, The Big Guy and Rusty. It wasn't on very long, but I do remember that, and he had some toys as well. This is a book that I was amazed to find in the quarter bin there. Absolute Vertigo, Preacher preview. I looked this book up on eBay, and it goes anywhere from $15 to $30. So I got that for a quarter. Then I got this book for $1. I only picked this up because it's got mention of the Soul Gem. And the Soul Gem, of course, is one of the Infinity Gems, and it was a gem that Adam Warlock had. So I wanted to check this out. And then there's a sketch here which we'll get to. Well, might as well get to it now since we see it now. So this is a sketch that I got at the flea market. The guy had $50 on it, and I traded him a Kiss record that I'm never going to play again because I don't have a turntable. So I gave him the record and $25, and I got this sketch. It's done by an artist by the name of Ed Coutts, C-O-U-T-T-S, and I'll put a link to some of his other artwork in my description. But he's done some work on Femforce Comics and Va 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 Voom Comics for a company called AC Comics. This is a great Harley Quinn piece. I like this a lot. So we got that. I'm going to get a better frame to put that in, but for now, it'll do. And then this came in at work with all the Star Wars hype going on and people standing in crazy lines for the toys. I figured I'd show this. I haven't checked this out yet, but I'm really excited for the movie. I picked up an action figure as well. I finally completed my Wrecking Crew. This is also something that I overpaid on. I paid 25 bucks for this, when in the stores it's like $19 or less. But I was tired of chasing it down and not finding it, and I just wanted to get my Wrecking Crew complete, so got that finally completed. So can't wait to crack him open. Alright, so the last group of books are the books that I got today, and also my first CGC book is in this haul as well. And I'm very excited to finally have a CGC book in my collection. So we got most of these books you're going to see all the books except for the CGC book in this next pile. I paid a total of $40 for everything, maybe $38. So I think I did pretty good. I went to 2 different flea markets today. The first flea market was my usual stop. There weren't a lot of dealers there today. I went in, bought some books from the inside guy that I always buy stuff from, including that sketch that I got last week. So then I hightailed it out of there and went all the way down to the Englishtown flea market that I usually go to. And I went inside, and there's a guy that sells a ton of toys in there. And in the back of his booth, he had the most dirtiest, filthiest, disgustingest long boxes that I've ever seen. The tops of all the books were covered in this black stuff, and when I was done looking at the books, my hands were pitch black. I mean, they were filthy. I said to the guy, I said, were these books in like a fire or something? I couldn't understand how they got so filthy. He said that he had just cracked open his storage unit, and he hasn't had a chance to go through the books yet, but because of how filthy they were, he was letting everything go for $1. And I wound up picking up 22 books from him for a total of $20. And these are the books that I had grabbed. Hulk 216, Daredevil 270, and I took them all out of their bags because their bags were just beyond filth. First appearance of Blackheart. I picked up 2 copies of this because I, thought it was significant. Turns out it's not really, but it's Harbinger graphic novel, and it also came polybagged with issue number 0. So I got 2 copies of that. This is a book that I grabbed for its cover, plus it's a Silver Age book, and it's not in horrible shape, and it was only $1. The Worst of Not Brand Eck. I mean, look at this cover. I'll just pause this here for a moment so you guys can see this. It's got a lot going on. I just think it's a really cool, offbeat type of cover. Mike Zeck, Punisher. Number 2, I got that for $1. He had $8. Whoever he bought him from had $8 on it at the time. I got this book from a different seller. I got this for $4 today. Tomb of Dracula number 16. I think this is my earliest Dracula cover. Back to the filthy boxes. Daredevil for $1. This was issue number 186, sorry. Frank Miller, Daredevil stuff. If I see it on the cheap, I'll pick it up. Got this from the Collingswood flea market guy. I paid $2 for this. Got this from the Dirty Boxes, Hulk number 207. This was a great find I got, and I got this for half cover price. He had 3, so I got this for $2. And I looked this up on eBay, and this is like a third. There actually was only 2 copies of this on eBay, and it's a $30 book. I was surprised. It's great though. J. Scott Campbell Wolverine cover. This is a Gen 13 variant cover for J. Scott Campbell. It's a holiday Christmas one. It's a wraparound cover. Got this for $1. Another J. Scott Campbell cover for Codename Knockout. I wanted to grab this. The interior art's pretty good on this as well. It's definitely a book that's not for kids. Got a lot of J. Scott Campbell today. And this is a book I'd never seen before. Common Grounds from Top Cow Comics. He only does the cover on this. Nova number 2. Got this for $2. Got this for $1.50. So I'm never going to, more than likely, I'm not going to buy the first appearance of X-23. But this is a good alternative. I've never seen it before, so it's a Marvel must-have that reprints issues 1, 2, and 3, which is the first appearance of X-23. So I got that from my Collingswood flea market guy. I got a reader copy, and make no mistake, this is nothing more than a reader copy of the first American Psylocke. It's got water damage, it's got corner damage. It came from those filthy boxes, but this was a book that I was tired of trying to chase down to try to find on the cheap. I don't think I'm going to find this book on the cheap now because it's such a hot book. Even the top corner's messed up, but for $1, I figured I'd just grab it just to say I have it. This was a book that I was actually looking at this morning. The cover artist is a guy by the name of Chiodo. He's got some interesting artwork. It's very 70s looking to me, and I like it. I was Googling some other artists this morning, and his name popped up, and I saw this book this morning, and then I came across it at the flea market today. Amazing Spider-Man 214 for $1. The 30 Days of Night graphic novel. Got this for $1. So it doesn't look like it's ever been read. I saved that from the dirty boxes. I saw this in Comic Order 410's video today and a whole bunch of other guys' videos in the past. Great Neil Adams iconic Superman cover. Number 317. This next book is a book that I only know of from watching Jimmy C's videos. If I had never seen his videos before, I would have left this book behind. It's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. But before you get too excited about it, it is not the first printing, not the second printing, not the 10th printing, not the 15th printing, not even the 20th printing. It is the 24th printing of this book. I was like, what the hell? But you know what? I was just glad to have it. I have a reprint of a relatively expensive book that's a first print, expensive book. And I would have never have known about it if not for Jimmy C. So thank you, Jimmy. Eternal Warrior. This is a hot book right now. Number 4. Pick that up. This was a book that I was so happy to find. And I got it for $2.50 because everything in his stand is, of course, half off list price if it's under $10. And this is a crazy hot book right now. And it's been a popular book for a while, ever since I've seen it in early YouTube videos. And it's first appearance of Thunderbolts. I'm so happy to finally have this book. It's one of those books that I always talk about that I see on a video and I keep looking for it until I also find it on the cheap like a lot of you guys do. And I got lucky and finally got it, so I can cross that off my list. This was a book that I was glad to get, and it's in really nice shape considering what the bag looked like. I could barely see this book through the bag, but I took a chance on it anyway. He also had some other books there that I was really looking for a while, like the first Kilowog. And in the cover was, no wrinkles in it. The spine was great, but the problem was it wasn't bagged, and it had this black film on the front and back. And I tried to wipe it off, and it only made it worse, so I had to leave it behind and a bunch of other stuff, too. But what's significant about this book, it's the first Hawkman crossover in another title. I'm not counting Brave and the Bold, but that's what it lists this as. So this is the first crossover for Hawkman, if you were wondering what that was. And then, wow, we're at 34 minutes. I'm really big into these early Marvel magazines, and the gloss on this is just amazing considering where I found it. It wasn't in a bag or board, and guys, I'm telling you, if you had seen these boxes that I was looking at, you'd be amazed that this thing survived. It's got some damage here, but you know what? I don't think people were reading these to collect these back then. So I got Doc Savage for $1. Masters of Terror, got this from the same boxes for $1. I got this from another seller for $2. Monsters Unleashed, gorgeous cover. I love this Frankenstein cover. and I got this from the Dirty Boxes for $1. At one point, and I rebagged this, but at one point somebody had 20 bucks on this. This book's from 1978, and I think with all the Star Wars hype that's going on right now, this could, go up maybe in value. I don't think I had this when I was a kid. I'm sure a couple of you guys who are my age probably did have it, and it's in pretty nice shape. It's got a dinged corner, but I looked on eBay. It's not terribly expensive, but a lot of the ones I saw on eBay are in really rough shape though. So I was glad to grab that for $1. So that's all the books that I got from the flea markets. One last book to show, and it's the book that, if you tuned this long, it's probably the book you wanted to see, maybe. And it's my first CGC book. And I got this from a fellow YouTuber by the name of OMFG Rick. He was selling off his collection, and I had just finished doing a trade with him just a couple of days earlier. And I had his number, and I texted him after he put the video up, and I asked him what he wanted for the CGC book. And if you had seen the video, then you know what this is. It's an 8.0. It's it's not a 9 or higher, but it's my first entry into the CGC realm, and I got this for 25 bucks. I think it's a pretty good deal for this book. Raw copies for it of it are going for that much and higher. It was a really popular book a little while ago. Just shorten that out. So I'm glad to have that. I got to find a place for that. Oh, one last thing. I was going through some stuff the other day, and I had found some photos. I don't know if you've heard me mention in the past that I used to have a room in my first house with my wife that before we had kids, before we moved into our current house, that was loaded with Popeye stuff. So when I found some magazines that I had, and these photos were in there. So this is a shot of one of the walls with some of the Popeye stuff, and I still have all this stuff. Unfortunately, most of it's in Rubbermaid containers in my garage. So there's the first photo, and the next photo here. I still have that arcade game. Unfortunately, the marquee's cracked. I don't know if it works anymore because I haven't plugged it in years. It's in my garage. It hasn't been exposed to the elements, but it's been exposed to heat and cold. So who knows if it still works. I'll have to fire it up someday. If it doesn't work, I'm sure it's an easy fix because it wasn't abused. Just one more photo. 2 more photos. So we got these items here, all these little knickknacks and stuff of Popeye. And the last photo here. So the Popeye and Olive that you see here on this glass display case, which I also still have, it's in my garage. It doesn't fit in my basement, unfortunately. I can't get it down the stairs. My mother made the wedding dress and the tuxedo for those, and those were on my our wedding table. My wife, God love her, she hated Popeye as a kid, and not only did she have to put up with that crap on the wedding table, she had a whole room in her house with Popeye stuff, and now she's got a lot of other stuff in her house, but the Popeye stuff is gone. I still have it, it's just, like I said, not on display. I have the one glass case and a couple of things here and there. So that's it. Wow, we're at 39 minutes, so the Y85s of the world who do not like long videos will be thumbing down this. But no, I'm only kidding. I love Y85, former New Jersey guy. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the books that I've picked up. I hope you like the books that I'm going to be giving away in the contest. I hope I get a lot of entries. I figured the comments would be an easy way for people to enter and who don't have the time to make the videos. So hopefully, the comments section will be blowing up in this video with entries. I hope to see them all. And thanks so much again, guys, for watching. Have a great and safe holiday weekend. And until next time, we'll see you. Take care. Bye.